On January 17, 2025, former CIA official Asif Rahman pleaded guilty in a federal court in Virginia to charges of leaking classified documents concerning Israel's military plans to strike Iran. The 34-year-old Rahman, who had been with the CIA since 2016 and held a top-secret security clearance, faces up to 20 years in prison for his actions, which included willfully retaining and transmitting national defense information. Background of the incident. The events leading to Rahman's guilty plea are rooted in a series of geopolitical tensions that escalated in late 2024. On October 1, 2024, Iran launched approximately 200 ballistic missiles at Israel as retaliation for the assassination of high-ranking officials within Iranian-backed militant groups, particularly Hamas and Hezbollah. This aggressive act triggered a chain of military responses between Iran and Israel, significantly heightening regional tensions. In response to the missile attacks, Israel prepared a retaliatory airstrike against Iran, which was initially planned for later in October. However, the leak of sensitive documents by Rahman disrupted these plans and caused Israeli officials to delay their military response. The leak. On October 17, 2024, Rahman printed and photographed two top-secret documents that detailed Israeli preparations for a potential airstrike on Iran. After altering the documents to hide their origin, he distributed them to several individuals who were not authorized to receive such sensitive information. The leaked documents eventually surfaced on the messaging platform Telegram, specifically on a channel named Milit Spectator, and were shared across various social media platforms. According to court filings, these documents did not specify any actual targets but provided insights into Israeli military exercises and the movement of military assets. The leak was significant enough that it forced Israeli officials to postpone their planned retaliatory strikes until October 26, 2024. Arrest and charges. Rahman was arrested by the FBI in November 2024 in Cambodia following an investigation into the leak. Prosecutors revealed that this incident was not isolated. Rahman had previously leaked at least 15 other classified documents over the course of the year, demonstrating a pattern of misconduct. These earlier leaks occurred during his tenure in Virginia as a CIA analyst, where he disseminated sensitive information to unauthorized individuals. After the document leak, Rahman attempted to destroy evidence of his actions by shredding documents and disposing of electronic devices, including a smartphone and an internet router used for transmitting classified information. This destruction of evidence further complicated his situation, as it indicated a deliberate effort to conceal his wrongful actions. Legal proceedings. During the court proceedings, Rahman pleaded guilty to 2 counts of willful retention and transmission of national defense information, violating the Espionage Act. Although he faces a maximum sentence of 20 years, sentencing guidelines suggest he could receive a sentence of 5 to 6.5 years if he continues to cooperate with federal authorities. Assistant Attorney General Matthew Olson condemned Rahman's actions, stating that he'd betrayed the trust of the American people by unlawfully sharing classified information he was sworn to protect. Rahman's lawyer indicated that he had been in discussions with prosecutors since December 2024, hinting at potential cooperation that could influence sentencing. Reactions and implications. The case has raised serious concerns regarding national security and the integrity of classified information within the CIA. Analysts and officials have expressed worries about the potential motivations behind Rahman's leaks, with suggestions that ideological beliefs may have played a role in his decision to share sensitive information. There is apprehension about the implications of such leaks on international relations and military operations, especially amidst ongoing conflicts in the Middle East. The incident has also sparked discussions about the adequacy of security measures and protocols in place to prevent similar breaches in the future. The CIA and other intelligence agencies may face increased scrutiny and pressure to enhance their internal security practices to safeguard classified information from unauthorized access and dissemination. Conclusion. The plea agreement and subsequent sentencing of Asif Rahman are set to unfold on May 15, 2025, with the case drawing significant attention from various sectors of society, including national security experts, policymakers, and the general public. As the situation develops, it will serve as a critical reminder of the serious ramifications associated with the unauthorized disclosure of classified information and the imperative to uphold and protect national security interests. Asif Rahman, a former CIA official, was arrested and pleaded guilty to leaking classified documents regarding Israel's plans to strike Iran. This incident has raised significant concerns regarding national security and the reliability of classified information. Rahman's actions not only delayed military operations but also highlighted vulnerabilities within the CIA's internal security protocols. Rahman's leak was particularly significant as it came at a time of heightened tensions in the Middle East, where Iran had recently launched a missile attack against Israel. The documents he shared detailed Israeli preparations for a retaliatory strike, which led to a postponement of those military actions. The leak was disseminated on the Telegram messaging app, indicating a concerning trend of classified information being shared on social media platforms which could potentially be accessed by adversaries. Rahman's actions appear to have been motivated by ideological beliefs, which raises questions about the risk of insider threats within intelligence agencies. Despite the serious nature of his crime, sentencing guidelines suggest that Rahman could receive a significantly reduced sentence if he continues to cooperate with authorities. This introduces a counterintuitive element to the discussion about national security: the notion that individuals who compromise national defense may receive leniency if they assist in further investigations, potentially undermining the severity of their actions. The case has broader implications for intelligence operations and national security. It underscores the importance of robust security measures to prevent insider threats and ensure the integrity of sensitive information. Rahman's behavior not only betrayed the trust placed in him but also raised alarms about the effectiveness of existing protocols to safeguard classified information. Moreover, the differing interpretations of his motivations across various media outlets reveal a complex narrative. While some emphasize ideological motivations, others focus on the betrayal of public trust, indicating a multifaceted issue that intertwines personal beliefs with professional responsibilities. In conclusion, the Rahman case serves as a critical reminder of the vulnerabilities within intelligence communities and the potential consequences of insider threats. It raises essential questions about the balance between national security and the handling of individuals who violate their oaths, as well as the broader implications for international relations and military strategy. The case of Asif Rahman, a former CIA official who pleaded guilty to leaking classified documents related to Israel's military plans against Iran, is significant not only for its immediate implications but also for the broader context of national security and international relations. Several key aspects of this case may be overlooked, yet they hold considerable weight in understanding the ramifications of such actions. 1. The nature of the leaked information. The documents leaked by Rahman described Israeli preparations for a retaliatory airstrike against Iran following a significant missile attack by Iran on Israel. This specificity highlights the sensitive nature of intelligence work, as the information contained within these documents could have direct consequences on military operations and international diplomatic relations. The fact that the leak caused a delay in Israel's planned attack underscores the potential for such disclosures to alter the course of military engagements, which can have cascading effects on regional stability. 2. Impact on U.S. Israel relations. This incident raises questions about trust and cooperation between the U.S. and its allies, particularly Israel, a key partner in Middle Eastern geopolitics. The leaking of sensitive information to unauthorized parties can strain diplomatic ties and hinder future intelligence sharing agreements. Given the historical context of U.S.-Israel relations, where both nations rely on each other for strategic military and intelligence support, this breach could lead to hesitance in sharing critical information in the future. 3. The broader context of national security. Rahman's actions are not merely an isolated incident of espionage, they reflect larger issues concerning the security protocols within intelligence agencies. The fact that Rahman was able to leak multiple documents over time indicates potential weaknesses in the CIA's internal security measures. This could prompt a re-evaluation of how classified information is handled and the processes in place to prevent unauthorized disclosures. Such introspection is crucial, especially in an era where cyber threats and information warfare are increasingly prevalent. 4. Ideological motivations and national security threats. While the motivations behind Rahman's actions are still being analyzed, there are suggestions that ideological beliefs may have played a role. This aspect is particularly significant because it points to the dangers posed by individuals within intelligence agencies who may not align with the national interests of the U.S. or its allies. The potential for insiders to act against their sworn duties based on personal beliefs presents a complex challenge for national security, necessitating more robust vetting and monitoring processes. 5. The legal and ethical implications. Rahman's case brings to light the legal frameworks surrounding classified information and the ethical responsibilities of intelligence personnel. His plea agreement, which could result in a significantly lighter sentence depending on his cooperation with the authorities, raises questions about the effectiveness of deterrence against espionage. If insiders believe they can negotiate leniency after committing such breaches, it may undermine the seriousness of the repercussions for leaking classified information. 6. The role of social media in information dissemination. The rapid dissemination of the leaked documents via social media channels, particularly Telegram, illustrates the evolving landscape of information sharing in the digital age. This incident serves as a reminder of how quickly sensitive information can spread and the challenges that intelligence agencies face in controlling classified data. The reliance on social media platforms for information exchange can have profound implications for national security, as it allows for a wider audience to access potentially harmful content. 7. Future precedents for intelligence leaks. The Rahman case could set a precedent for how future leaks are handled legally and politically. The attention given to this case, coupled with the responses from both the U.S. government and intelligence communities, may influence policies regarding information security and the accountability of intelligence personnel. This case could lead to stricter measures, more severe penalties, or changes in how intelligence is classified and shared. Conclusion. The guilty plea of Asif Rahman for leaking classified information about Israel's military plans against Iran is a multifaceted issue that transcends the individual case. The implications of this breach touch upon international relations, national security protocols, the motivations of intelligence personnel, and the evolving landscape of information dissemination in the digital age. These factors, while potentially overlooked in the immediate reporting of the case, are critical for understanding the broader consequences of such actions on both a national and international scale. The outcome of Rahman's sentencing and the subsequent response from intelligence agencies will likely shape the future of classified information management and national security policies. 1. Breach of national security and its consequences. The case of Asif Rahman illustrates the severe implications of leaking classified information on national security. The leaked documents pertain to Israel's military plans against Iran, which led to a delay in the retaliatory strike that was supposed to occur shortly after Iran's missile attack on Israel. This breach not only compromised operational security but also potentially altered the course of military engagements in a volatile region. Such leaks emphasize the vulnerabilities within intelligence agencies and highlight the need for stringent security measures to protect sensitive information from insider threats. 2. Motivations behind the leak. Different media outlets have speculated on Rahman's motivations for leaking classified documents. While some sources suggest he acted based on ideological beliefs, others emphasize the betrayal of public trust. This divergence in interpretation raises important questions about the psychological and ideological factors that might drive individuals within intelligence agencies to compromise national security. Understanding these motivations is crucial for developing better vetting and monitoring processes to prevent future leaks. 3. Legal ramifications and sentencing considerations. Rahman's plea deal involves serious legal consequences, including a potential sentence of up to 20 years in prison. However, factors such as his cooperation with authorities could lead to a reduced sentence, likely in the range of 5 to 6.5 years. This situation highlights the complexities of the legal system in dealing with espionage and national security cases, where cooperation and intent can significantly influence outcomes. This aspect of the case can open discussions on how the legal system balances punishment with the potential for rehabilitation and intelligence gathering. For impact on international relations and military strategy, the leaked documents not only affected Israel's immediate military strategy but also had broader implications for U.S. Israel relations and regional stability. The incident underscores how intelligence leaks can influence international military operations and diplomatic relations. As intelligence sharing is a cornerstone of U.S. foreign policy, breaches like this can erode trust between allies and complicate cooperative military efforts. The incident serves as a case study for examining how intelligence operations intersect with global geopolitics, particularly in the context of the Middle East's complex dynamics. These points collectively underscore the multifaceted nature of national security breaches, the motivations behind them, their legal ramifications, and their broader implications for international relations. 1. Daniel Hale, drone warfare documents leak. Daniel Hale, a former U.S. Air Force intelligence analyst, was arrested in 2019 and later pleaded guilty in 2021 to leaking classified documents about drone warfare operations to a journalist. The documents, known as the Drone Papers, revealed the inner workings of the U.S. drone program, detailing the impact of drone strikes on civilians and the decision-making processes behind targeting. Hale faced charges under the Espionage Act and was sentenced to 45 months in prison. His case raised significant ethical questions about military transparency and the moral implications of drone strikes. 2. Jeffrey Sterling, CIA leak case. Jeffrey Sterling, a former CIA officer, was convicted in 2015 for leaking classified information regarding a covert operation aimed at sabotaging Iran's nuclear program. The information he disclosed was included in a book by journalist James Risen, which detailed the CIA's efforts to undermine Tehran's nuclear ambitions. Sterling was charged with violating the Espionage Act and sentenced to 42 months in prison. His case highlighted the tensions between government secrecy and the rights of whistleblowers, as well as the challenges journalists face in reporting on national security issues. 3. Reality Winner, NSA document leak. Reality Winner, a former NSA contractor, leaked a classified intelligence report in 2017 that detailed Russian interference in the 2016 U.S. presidential election. Winner was arrested in June 2017 after the document was published by The Intercept. She was charged under the Espionage Act for leaking government documents to the media and ultimately pleaded guilty to a single count of leaking classified information. In 2018, she was sentenced to more than 5 years in prison, making her one of the first whistleblowers prosecuted under the Trump administration. Her case drew attention to issues of government transparency, press freedom, and the treatment of whistleblowers in the U.S. legal system. The recent case involving former CIA analyst Asif Rahman, who pleaded guilty to leaking classified documents about Israel's military plans against Iran, underscores the persistent challenges of information security and espionage in contemporary geopolitics. With Rahman facing a potential 20-year prison sentence, the implications of this case extend far beyond individual accountability, reflecting deeper issues within national security frameworks and international relations. Predictions for the future. 1. Increased scrutiny on intelligence operations. The fallout from Rahman's leak is likely to prompt a thorough review of security protocols within intelligence agencies. Expect heightened scrutiny and potential reforms in the vetting processes for personnel with access to classified information. Agencies may implement more rigorous training and monitoring systems to mitigate risks associated with insider threats. 2. Impact on U.S. Israel relations. The incident has already strained U.S. Israel relations, with Israel having to reconsider its military strategies following the leak. Future military operations may involve more stringent internal communications and possibly less sharing of sensitive information with U.S. intelligence to protect operational security. This could lead to a more cautious approach in U.S. foreign policy regarding Israel's military actions. 3. Geopolitical ramifications. The information disclosed by Rahman regarding Israel's plans could embolden adversarial states like Iran, affecting military readiness and strategies in the region. As tensions escalate, expect Iran to leverage this information to enhance its defensive capabilities and potentially retaliate against perceived threats from Israel. 4. Cybersecurity enhancements. The incident is likely to catalyze advancements in cybersecurity measures within intelligence and military infrastructures to prevent similar leaks in the future. Agencies may invest in more sophisticated digital security tools and protocols to protect classified data, which could include artificial intelligence-driven monitoring systems to detect unusual behaviors indicative of potential leaks. 5. Legislative action. In response to this incident and similar leaks in the past, there may be calls for legislative reforms aimed at strengthening the Espionage Act or related laws governing the handling of classified information. Lawmakers may push for harsher penalties for leaks and enhance the legal framework surrounding national security information. 6. Public discourse on whistleblowing versus espionage. This case could ignite a broader public discourse on the fine line between whistleblowing and espionage. As discussions about transparency and accountability in government rise, individuals within intelligence agencies might feel emboldened to disclose information, albeit within ethical boundaries, which could influence future leak cases. 7. Increased use of technology in espionage. As exemplified by the digital dissemination of the leaked documents through social media platforms like Telegram, the future of espionage will increasingly involve technology. Expect a rise in the use of encrypted communication channels and social media for sharing sensitive information, which will complicate counterintelligence efforts. 8. Cultural shift in intelligence agencies. The Rahman case may lead to a cultural shift within intelligence agencies, emphasizing the need for a balance between operational secrecy and ethical conduct. This could translate into a more open environment where employees feel empowered to report unethical behavior without fear of reprisal while maintaining national security protocols. 9. Emergence of new espionage threats. As intelligence agencies adjust to internal threats, adversary nations may adapt their espionage tactics, employing more sophisticated methods to infiltrate U.S. intelligence operations. This adaptation may lead to new challenges, including the recruitment of insiders who could exploit vulnerabilities for political or economic gain. 10. Legal precedents for future cases. The legal outcomes of Rahman's case could set important precedents for how similar cases are handled in the future. Depending on the severity of the sentence and any cooperation agreements he may enter into, future leakers may weigh the risks of exposure against potential legal repercussions differently. Conclusion. The case of Asif Rahman highlights the intricate web of national security, personal accountability, and international relations. As the international landscape continues to evolve, the repercussions of such incidents will likely shape policy strategies and cultural attitudes within intelligence communities and beyond. The global community will need to remain vigilant as these dynamics unfold, balancing the need for security with the principles of transparency and ethical governance.